Hey there, friends and enemies, JoPaWrites here again, and today I want to talk about Arms Week in Destiny 2, as I do feel like it's got some pros and cons so far from what I've seen. The event only lasts for a week, so if you intend on getting any of the weapons that are earnable, definitely swing in and do some of the challenges as soon as possible. It is pretty time consuming to get the full event rank completed, so that's something to keep in mind. But anyway, let me jump into what I like so far. First off, I do feel like specifically focusing on a certain weapon is a good idea, something that we really haven't seen in Destiny 2 before. And for me, as somebody who doesn't really use hand cannons all the time, it's kind of pushed me outside of my comfort zone. And it allowed me to really get a full grasp of how to use the Phonushira Farah. I probably pronounced that incorrectly, but that's the brand new shotgun-like hand cannon that they've added to the game with this event. You essentially get one for free just for playing a little bit and going to see 801 in the firing range. And it's pretty fun. It's really good. It fires a short-range spread of pellets. That's the intrinsic trait spread shot, and you can really feel how powerful it is up close and personal. And I do like that. It feels very unique for a hand cannon, especially compared to a lot of other hand cannons in the game. I also took hand cannons into Crucible as well. I was using Crimson, one of my old favorites, as well as some others, and it was nice to check them out after not using them for honestly any time in recent memory. So I do feel like that was something that I did enjoy. The thing that I like the most outside of the weapons that you can earn so far is going to be the exotic weapon mods that you can get. I feel like they add such a fun gameplay loop, as you can really adjust the way your hand cannons work with them. For example, with fragmentation rounds, precision final blows create multiple explosive sub-munitions, and there's a bunch more that you can earn as well, and all of them feel very interesting to use. I am only a little bit bummed that they only last for a week, and you can only put them on hand cannons, plus they don't function in the Desert Perpetual raid or in the Crucible, with the exception of Arms Week hardware. That's another good addition. I think it's an interesting way to play that adds a little fun flavor to the game that won't be around forever, so PvP players won't get sick of it. Not everyone's going to enjoy jumping into hardware or using these exotic mods, but it's only a week, so it's something that you can definitely just deal with for now if it's not your favorite. Some of the other benefits of this, obviously the reward track is nice. I do want to get the ribbon tail, which is the trace rifle that's available. It is a strand trace rifle that has some interesting perks like proximity power, so you can definitely throw that in with melee builds, and it looks really interesting. It's also automatically a tier 3 weapon, so right off the bat it's going to be a pretty interesting one to chase after if you don't have any tier 3s already. If you're already chasing 4s and 5s, maybe not as much, but also you do get some other additional items within it. I would recommend just trying to get the 2 new weapons. Mainly the hand cannon is what you're going to re-roll for, and that's because one of the downsides is the hand cannons that are the legacy weapons that are available at 801, they are not going to be for this season with the new power, with the tier system or anything like that. So essentially they're useless for all intents and purposes. So I do feel like that is something that was kind of a miss. I didn't anticipate them reworking all of those hand cannons right away, but having them be the old weapons and you can't craft them or anything like that just feels kind of bad. So I definitely feel like that is a missed opportunity. There's also no new content to check out. There's not there is the hardware in PvP, which is limited time game mode there for this week. But otherwise, for PvE, there's nothing new to do. You'll essentially be using these weapons to take on portal activities, maybe grind out some of those weapons or power levels that you need. But other than that, there's really nothing new to do. Now, again, it's a week-long event, and I feel like this is the start of them rotating events constantly. We should almost always have an event live, whether it's this, whether it is Iron Banner, whether it's Solstice is coming up. And it feels like what they're going to do ultimately is really make this the most live service game possible, where you constantly have something going on to chase, to play, whatever the case may be. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. It just feels like because of that, the events themselves might not be as fun, as nice. But again, we're going to have the Briggs versus Tank mode come back for PvP. We're going to have Arms Week roll back around. We're going to have Iron Banner. We're going to have all so it does feel like there's going to be constantly something to do outside of just the portal activities, the new raid that's in the game, and all of that, which I think is nice. I do wonder what they're going to do with the update, the Siva themed update that's dropping for the second half of the Edge of Fate kind of update, the DLC. So there's still more to look forward to there, but that's obviously several months away. Anyway, as far as these events go, again, I think they're pretty solid, a nice start, and I'd like to see them expanded more. Having only the two weapons that you can chase, one that you can get over and over again, and the other that you just get at the end of the event track, which, again, another con I will mention is that event track takes a long time to do. I kind of said that earlier, but it is annoyingly long and essentially forces you to play every single day and do all of the challenges, and including the weekly challenge, in order to get that completed. So I don't know if many people are going to actually obtain that trace rifle at the end of the day. That being said, I do feel like this is a nice interlude, a nice thing to do in between other activities. Say you are now focused a little bit more while you're in the portal trying to do the hand cannon challenges that are available. So again, if you don't want to use hand cannons ever, there's no real reason to chase the new one anyway, so it's not really an event that's going to be for you. But for me, I felt like this was a good change of pace, and I do hope we get more events and activities like this in the future, maybe just a bit better and improved upon, so that way essentially it doesn't feel like a throwaway event, which I think this one can for a bit, and I do understand the complaints about it. But for me, I'm enjoying playing it. I hope you are too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you checking out Arms Week at all? Are you enjoying the new hand cannon that we got? I think it's very, very good. Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, as always, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.